right, here we are with the 450 press conference. Ryan Gauld hosting here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown. Round number 1 in Abbotsford. $100,000 on the line for these riders up here. The very first time any kind of money like this has ever been put on the table in Canada. So the pressure is high, the intensity is going to be amazing, and these are the riders that are going to be battling for right here. And I go right down to the end man over there, Keylan Meston, part of the Carlson Racing team, brand new bike, Husqvarna rider. Just kind of getting going on it, Keylan. I've seen you've been training down south and getting yourself ready. Let's talk about how's the body, how we feeling?
Pretty good so far. I had a long winter of working and slowly getting back into shape, but I'm ready for the first round and pretty excited. So,
what do you do for a job?
I work for my dad, driving trucks and hauling cattle. So it's pretty good over the winter, and it's given me a pretty good life so far. So can't
probably
complain.
always smelling really fresh.
No,
not
at all.
Let's get into the brass tacks here, Keylan. You're coming in here, number 10. Dropped the numbers last year, but didn't necessarily have a worse year or not as good a year. Let's talk about how we're coming in from last year confidence-wise, and, of course, getting on that brand-new bike and the new team.
You know, for this year, like, it's a massive change in program for me, and last year I came in feeling pretty prepared, and everything just kind of fell apart for me at last minute, and it kind of got the best of me a little bit, but I still kind of hunkered down and made sure I went racing and made the best of it. And now this year, like Sean said in the last one, is we're starting earlier and getting more prep. And I think it's just like the fact that I can take more time to plan everything out. I'm able to just take more time and make sure everything's calculated and make sure all my ducks are in a row. So
let's talk about the 100 grand. There's $100,000 on the line. First time ever for racing in Canada. Rockstar Energy Triple Crown. If you win the 100 grand, what are we doing?
Jeez, there's so many things I could do, you know? I mean, I would stop driving a truck for a bit at least, till I ran out of all the money. You know, no, it's pretty cool that, it's something new. Like, there's this big purse and never seen it before, and it's pretty exciting. And I think it kind of changes my my game plan on racing a little bit, and maybe I'm a little more motivated this year to mix it in with the guys that I've never really mixed it in with before, and really want it, you know. So.
Well, we wish you good luck, all right?
Thanks.
Moving right on to the next to you there, the number 7 Rockstar Energy OTSFF Yamaha rider, Dillan Epstein. You're we say now, second year in Canada, you're basically a Canadian now. You're welcome. We welcome you into the family coming up. Last year, you had a green year, seeing everything you had to do in this country and everything like that. Talk to me about your experiences last year and just your overall thought of what we do up here in this country.
Last year, I thought it was pretty stellar, aside from my performance in racing. Just I drove to every round, so I got to see the entire country of Canada. So and the way just everyone does as a rider, everyone that puts the Triple Crown series on, the teams, everyone, it's everyone's family. We're all doing the same job, so everyone is friendly with one another, you know. Whether you could have a little bad blood with someone, everyone kind of puts it to the side, and we're all here doing the same thing and enjoying what we do.
Flash forward now, here we are, February, round 1 in Abbotsford. Being from the States, you might have a little bit of an Arenacross background. You guys see that stuff a lot more than we do up here. How are we feeling coming into round number 1? I know you guys did a lot of good testing, and just tell me how Dillan Epstein's feeling.
Yeah, I did the 2013 season as a rookie in the 250 lights class in Monster Energy Supercross. Then I came back after injuries in 2016 and did half of the West Coast Supercross again. And then I also got a track built at Carson Mumford built a compound. So Dream Tracks came out, built a Supercross track for me. So I've been riding out there quite frequently, and our testing week in Florida went great, and I'm loving the bike right now. Made a few minor changes to the bike, didn't need to do much, and I'm stoked with the Yamahas.
The $100,000, it's going to be a very an asked question a lot this year. Something brand new for us up here. Just talk to me about how you're feeling about that. Does it put more pressure on seeing the green dollar signs, or is it just something that is going to pay off at the end if you make it happen?
It doesn't put pressure on for me. I don't race for money. If I did, I would have quit a long time ago when I got hurt all the years I did. So, you know, it's not. I'm here to race and I'm here to win, and I want to win. And when I win, the money comes. So, my performance will pay me. So, that's what I'm looking at.
I like that answer.
Thank
Well,
you.
we wish you very good luck out there. Thank you very much. Okay, moving right on here. No stranger here. Cole Thompson, KTM Canada Thor Racing. Been a long off season. Hurt last year towards the end of the outdoor series, but now coming in. Same team, new number though. Let's talk about that right there, buddy. Bring it back the amateur days.
Oh, if I had another number, it was going to be, I think, 20. And honestly, it's kind of a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people you ask, is a pro rider, I think you want that certain number. Other people, they just want the lowest numbers possible, and that's fine. You know, a lot of people do that in the States. You see that, and it's cool. I think teams can get behind that. You know, for myself, it was always number 16 as a kid. Grew up racing with number 16. Always had a lot of, you know, good memories with it. Turned pro, and I've had probably 20 different numbers since I turned pro. And it's just, it's hard. You know, you go racing in the AMA, and people are like, well, why number 72? Like, what's the purpose behind that? I'm like, I didn't pick it. Okay, come up to Canada, why number 4? Well, I didn't pick it, you know what I mean? And I think for fans now, they can see, okay, Cole Thompson 16, even Instagram, I've been Cole Thompson 16. You know, video games, I'm Cole Thompson 16. I mean, everybody can relate to me as being number 16. So for me, it's cool. Like, I started as a 4-year-old with number 16. Going back to it now, and that was a big discussion with my brothers. I was like, I mean, you know, even before the series took over, everyone was asking me, like, hey, are they making, like, permanent numbers? I know Colton asked me about it, like, Kevin asked me about it, and that's how it's going to go. And the meaning behind it is the past champions obviously get a permanent number, and then to earn a permanent number, you got to be top 5 or something in the 450. So very cool meaning, just like the AMA did years ago. And you know, now you see teams, and you'll see 45 now on a Honda for hopefully years to come. And number 2, Matt, you know, and all the numbers that got picked. It's something that needed to be done, I think, and definitely a direction that the Canada Moto needs to go.
Yeah, it means a lot more to the rider, like you said, with the amateur number as well. So let's talk about the new series, buddy. Obviously, you have a little bit more over top of the race, and it's a family-run series for you as well. But just how are we feeling? I mean, it's been a long time since you've raced, and Arenacross is no stranger to you. You did this a few years ago when the guys came up and did the series, but it's all brand new. Big money on the line, and let's talk about how Cole Thompson's feeling.
Yeah, I feel great, honestly. I think, you know, everyone here is feeling great. We're here in February, ready to go racing. And honestly, I'm just back to having fun. The last 2 years, you know, I think I lost why I was in the sport and got a little lost and got frustrated with myself last year getting hurt, and you're down and bummed out and stuff. And it's part of the sport, really. And I came back with a new attitude, and I said to myself, you know, every day we go to the track, we're going to improve, and we're going to leave the track with a smile, you know, like good or bad. And that's kind of my attitude this year, you know, good or bad days. I know it's not going to go perfect. It's a long season. There's going to be so many ups and downs, and that's just part of it. It's trying to make the ups and downs as minimum as possible and making each race count. You know, if I fall on the ground, get back up and, you know, keep going. And last year, you know, things ended kind of poorly for me. I tried to fight through an injury, and I knew it was over. And I don't want to see this year go the same way. I think I worked too hard, and I want it too bad that I want to just have fun and try to make every race count.
Let's talk about the $100,000. Gotta keep asking, buddy. Let's. I mean, that's the goal. I mean, the championships first, and then you get paid, like Dillan said. But
no, you said it right. You know, I think you got to race first. So you can't look at money. Honestly, as soon as you get money in your head, it's when you make mistakes. And I think that's the worst way to go racing. For me, it's to clear my head, go out there and approach it like it's another day at the practice track. We do many laps of the practice track, all of us do, and I think the person that can simulate their best practicing when it comes to race is what makes, you know, the guys like Ryan Dungey and Ryan Velpoto so elite. And you know, that's what I've been working on. I know I'm a consistent rider. People are always like, you know, you're really smooth. You almost look like you're not trying this and that. But I am trying, trust me. You know, I'm trying to push as hard as I can. It's just I ride within my zone. And I think at the end of the day, it's a lot longer of a series now. It's going to be the guy that can go 18 events or whatever it is and finish all 18 events without you know, having too many hiccups. So that's what's going to get the $100,000. And honestly, that's about it. That's it. That's all.
All right, buddy. Well, we wish you very good luck out there. Moving right along out here, two-time 250 champion on another brand new team here on the Monster Energy Alpine Star Pillars Kawasaki, Tyler Medallia. I like the green. It looks good on you. I'd cut your hair maybe a little bit more, and you've been joking all day. You've been having some fun. I feel like you're in a very good mood as we enter here into round number 1. I mean, you're always kind of jovial and fun-loving, but I see a lot of very good, happy things going on with Tyler. Tell me how you're feeling coming into this.
Yeah, like you said, like I feel good. I've been down south putting in the work, just like normal, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm still with the same team. We have a good group of people there, so like every time we go to the races, it's always fun, and that's pretty much what I aim for, is the most fun as I can possibly have while still being serious at the same time.
We talked about this a little bit ago. I thought it was earlier, but it was 2009. You said you actually won an Arenacross championship in the AMA stuff. Does that even sit anymore? You haven't done Arenacross in a long time, but I mean, you're talented, gifted, you're a hard-fought rider, all that kind of stuff. Do you come in here with a confidence attitude on that thing, or you kind of sort of weigh out the situation as it falls?
No, I mean, I'm confident. As far as racing goes in different disciplines, like I'm not afraid to line up for any kind of race.
Put some logs and some tires and stuff
out there. Throw some logs out there. But realistically, yeah, I've done a lot of arena crosses. I've actually done quite a few Jetworks arena crosses down south during the winters, you know, not too long ago. And I've actually raced last month a couple times. So I got gate drops. And as far as, you know, it's always going to be different, you know, when you're coming up to a race, especially with the dirt the way it is. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky for all of us. It's going to be rutted, I think, and so as long as everyone's you know, rides smart and within ourselves, I think it'll be awesome.
$100,000, bro. Let's talk about it. That's a lot of money. It's probably worth like 5 times more where you live in Nova Scotia, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I might put like a down payment on a Lambo. See where that takes me.
Do you share sort of the same attitude as Cole and Dillan? I mean, you race to race first. Does the money, is it something that you look at as something that it's a must, or is it just something that comes with what you?
It's not a must, but it's a want. I mean, you can't see that thing dangling right there and just hoping that you don't get it. So, yeah, I mean, it's there's always incentive and there's always contingency, and we all have the opportunity to make good money, but obviously this is a huge bonus. And I'm going to take it as that. It's a bonus. If I pull it together and, you know, stay consistent and ride like I normally do, and you know, take advantage of all the different disciplines, I think you know, I got a good shot. But
all right.
yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, buddy. Well, we wish you good luck out there. Moving right along over to 4-time Canadian champion on the Honda Canada GDR Fox racing bike, Colton Facciotti. Hey, Colton, look at that big smile. I'm just excited. Same bike, same team for a lot of years now. Very comfortable. A little older, like a fine wine in there, you know what I mean? Looking stuff, ready to go.
Same girl, though.
Same girl, yeah, not like a teammate. There you go. Talk to me about coming in. I know this is very brand new for our Canadian series, right? I don't even know if you've ever raced in February before, maybe in arena crosses years ago when you did them, but talk to me about how preparation and everything's been going, because obviously you're one of the only guys up here that you know, is doing the exact same program.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. For the best, I think it's good to get a few more races in this year. I'm looking forward to that, and you know, more gate drops, more battling. You know, it's a different opportunity, because I think you're gonna have to be a lot more consistent this year, rather than, you know, just kind of take it one race at a time and, you know, wad up and have the championship done in one race. So, but at the same time, it also gives you that opportunity. If you have a bad race, you can come back and get back up there with those guys. So that's good. And you know, for training, it's been a little bit different this year, because we've had to go down a little bit earlier, and a little bit tougher having the family and having the single mom at home. But you know, I got to give it up to her. She's been awesome.
She's single now?
So, well, basically.
Oh.
Keep your hands off her.
Yeah. I can understand the travel and stuff like that. Talk to me about the different situations now. Do you train any different for arena cross than you would for motocross, and then obviously supercross? We got 3 disciplines, as Tyler was saying. Is it different? I mean, I know you're in great shape, but is there a certain way that you get the body ready for what we're going to see tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's definitely a little different, and you know, that's kind of why I went a different route this year. I'm back with my with my old trainer with PerformX. So it's good having him in my corner, telling me what I need to do, how to get ready for the races, and you know, because that's going to be a big part of this year, being you know, obviously physically prepared, mentally prepared, and you know, the races are so spread out that it's gonna be tough.
The money, we've talked about that with the rest of them, but I want to hear from you, being around for so long, being an amateur kid, started at 14 years old as a pro, and now where you're at. This is something brand new. We talked earlier to Marco Canella, Tanner Ward, rookies, a lot of other young kids coming up. What do you think this is doing right now for the sport as a future after when Colton's retired and maybe your young children are maybe racing? Obviously the money's a big part of it. Talk about what this series right now is doing for the future, what it possibly could do for the future. Yeah,
I think it's like every other guy said, it's going in the right direction, and I think it gives everybody a goal to work for, whether it's somebody on a 50 or 60 or 80 or 125, whatever it may be. It gives somebody something to look forward to and a goal to work towards as they're growing up. And you know, this is huge. It's $100,000. Like, how many diapers can that buy?
Not that many anymore, man. Those diapers are getting expensive out there. Well, buddy, we wish you good luck. 4-time, going for a 5th here this year. You could actually add 3 separate ones. You could go from 4 all the way up to 7. That'd be kind of cool, right?
For sure.
All right, buddy. Well, wish you good luck. All right, moving on over here. Matt Goerke, our 2017 450 champion on the Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha team. Matt, welcome back to Canada once again, buddy. You are definitely a Canadian now. You've been up here a long time, really enjoying yourself. Found a great home with the team you got here. Just talk to you about how you're feeling coming into this brand new series. Getting to wear the number 2 in Arenacross, but we'll put the 1 back on in the outdoors, and just give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, and I'm pumped on the new series. I think this is cool, especially having Arenacross and Supercross up here in Canada. That'll be nice. Bike's awesome. It's better than last year, the new 18 Yamaha, so I'm pumped on that. Everything's going good.
Do you feel like you may have a bit of an advantage over any of the other guys in competition doing the AMA series for, I know you didn't do it last year, but for 3 or 4 years in a row there, you were really part of it, almost nailing down a championship. Do you feel like you got a bit of an edge at all with the rest of the guys?
I mean, yeah, I think I probably have a lot more experience, so hopefully that'll help me out for sure.
And you're not a young punk anymore, right? You're a vet guy,
No.
My friend. Hey, we're talking to these young kids
older.
out here. You can almost be their dad. And talk to me about that, my friend. Yeah, maybe not that old yet. Maybe not that old. But let's talk about that. Like, how do you kind of get up every morning, you know, bones maybe a little more sore, back a little sore, whatever it is, but you're still motivated to go out and chase championships and really put the bike up on top? Like, how do you keep doing that all the time?
I don't know. I mean, I love winning, and I still have fun riding, and I don't feel as old as I am yet. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What's more important, the championships or $100,000?
Both. I mean, I want that $100,000 for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, we wish you good luck this year. We wish good luck to all the rest of you guys. Thank you once again for joining us. And there you have it. Rockstar Energy Triple Crown, round number 1 in Abbotsford. $100,000 starts tomorrow night inside the Abbotsford Center right here. A huge progression for motocross here in Canada. Let's see what it does when the gate drops. Thanks, guys.